Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to sit down and just chat to you guys. I've honestly really missed just chatting to you and like casually vlogging and talking to camera. And I asked you on Instagram to ask me questions and I got so many, so thank you to everyone. And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do because I feel like that's where I ask like all my questions whenever I do a Q&A. So make sure that you follow me there so that you don't miss out. But yeah. Okay, I feel like I just want to start off with like a life update because there's been so much happening in my brain lately that I actually literally spent all morning just trying to jot it on paper because there's so much happening and I really wanted to update you. So the main thing is that Louie and I are looking to move to LA hopefully this month because it's August 1st today. So we are planning to fly to LA in a couple of weeks and start looking for places and kind of get a place as soon as we find one. And I am so freaking excited for this. I'm so ready for it. I personally haven't lived anywhere in over 3 years. I think for Louie it's been like 5 years or something, and it's been amazing. It's this like nomadic full-time travel lifestyle has been so much fun, but I feel like my dreams have outgrown this lifestyle, and by that I mean I just have so many ideas, even for my channel. Like the fact that I've never in my 3 years of doing YouTube been able to have an upload schedule is because of this crazy travel. I just like never knowing where I'm gonna be next week and not having anywhere to film and all that stuff, and I have so many ideas for my channel and also beyond, like starting a company and doing tons of projects around that. And yeah, I'm so excited to like have somewhere, kind of create a little sanctuary, but also have an office, have a filming background, and have a schedule and a plan for what I want to do, on my channel and beyond. And I'm so excited for it. So yeah, I can't wait to see what comes from that. And also, by the way, I guess I might as well announce it here. I'm looking to hire someone in the LA area, at least one, if not 2 people, ideally in the LA area. So I'm gonna post like a link down below where you can fill out your details if you think that's something that could work for you. But I'm looking for someone to kind of help me like bring a lot of these visions to life. Something like an assistant, but also more like a right-hand woman / man, just someone to like partner with me in all these things that I want to do. And I think we can create some amazing things. So if you live in that area and if you're interested, it could be part-time or full-time depending on like rates and availability and stuff. So just message me if you think this could work for you. But yeah, anyway, that was like one of the main things, and also a ton of the questions were about settling down, getting a base and stuff. So that is the situation with that. The other update is around my channel, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I feel like I maybe have, but for a while now I kind of haven't really been feeling fulfilled from doing travel content, or like only travel content. And I think it's because kind of from the beginning I've known that I wanted my channel to be more about like trying to be a better person and personal growth and self-development, and for me travel is one of the main ways to do that. And that's why even when we have a base, we're still gonna keep traveling at least 1 if not 2 weeks out of the month. Hopefully we'll still be traveling and I'll still be making travel vlogs, but I want even those vlogs to kind of focus more on like what I really get out of the trip that I'm on and how I grow and new things that I learn. And yeah, the reason that I'm making travel content is because I want to inspire you guys to travel, because I think it's the best way to open up your mind and your heart and like grow as a person. So I feel like I haven't been really good at focusing on specifically like talking about the ways that I grow from all the traveling that I've done. So I really want to do that, but also I want my content to include like specific things more on personal growth and self-development, because it's such a huge thing in my life. And yeah, like the I Love My Body Challenge series that I started, which I know I've only had 1 video, and again I literally have a list of like 12 ideas around that, but as soon as I am able to, I will create tons more content around that and just more things around like loving yourself and being a better person and working more efficiently and just like living the best life that you can, I guess, including traveling. So I won't stop making travel content, don't worry, but I have a lot of ideas for other things as well, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, those are kind of like the 2 big updates in my life, which I'm just so excited about. And then I'll head on over to like specific questions. Oh yeah, so there's a question about the jewelry line and new collections that are coming out, and I'm currently designing a new collection which I'm so happy with, and it goes with like the new kind of relaunch of the channel and everything, so I think that you guys are really gonna love it. But also, if you're in London, Louie and I are going to Summer in the City, and if you're coming, I'm gonna be bringing a few jewelry pieces to sell there, so if you're around, make sure you stop and check them out, because they're some of my favorite pieces that I'll be bringing, and I'll be there in person to chat to you guys. You can try everything on. So yeah, if you're coming to Summer in the City, make sure you come and check us out. What is the greatest lesson you have learned over the last 3 years of travel? Obviously, I've learned a lot of different things, and it's been such an incredible journey, but I think kind of the main thing that I've learned is just how everyone all around the world, all humans are the same, and everyone wants the same thing. And I think when you just stay in one place, that's kind of the main reason I want to inspire you guys to travel as well, because when you stay in one place, it's very easy to feel like people that look different from you or act different from you, dress, eat, whatever, are just living a different life from you, that they're like so different from you and that you guys have nothing in common. But when you travel, you realize that you have so much in common with anyone that you can meet all around the world, and that's why that's what inspired me to make the video that I did around the morning routine. And yeah, I think just to see firsthand how similar everyone is and how just loving pretty much all humans on the planet are, it just really opens up your heart to everyone and people with different backgrounds and just anyone that is different from you. It makes you realize that you have a lot more in common than you thought that you did. What is one habit that you've changed in the last year to take better care of yourself? This is a huge thing that I'm working on and that I want to create content around, is figuring out like what are the best kind of habits that I can be introducing into my life, and therefore hopefully you guys can as well, that will make me happier and healthier and just live a better life. And recently the thing that I've been doing that I've loved is every morning, most mornings, I've woken up, unfortunately I'm still scrolling through my phone, which I need to totally stop doing, but then I shower and then I head straight out for a walk, and I'll go for like a 30 to 40 minute walk listening to a podcast. My favorite podcast has definitely been Oprah's Super Soul Sunday. I have loved listening to that in the morning, and also How I Built This and Hidden Brain are my favorite podcasts. But please let me know of any other podcasts to listen to, because yeah, I just think going for a walk, listening to like a 30-minute podcast episode and just getting to think about something deeper and something outside of your world and your like problems and to-do list first thing in the morning is, it's been so good for me, so I highly recommend trying it out. How did you handle your first big disagreement and or fight with Louie? So I don't know if Louie and I have ever really had like a big fight. Obviously we have disagreements, I mean we're together 24/7, it's inevitable, but I don't think we've had like a big fight, and I'm so grateful for this. I think we're both really good at talking about anything that's bothering us in the moment. That's huge. Do not bottle things up, because then when it comes out a month later and you've been adding up all these little things that have been pissing you off, that's when the big fights happen. So I think we've been able to avoid that by just like talking about things in the moment, working through them, never going to bed angry. That is huge. Like make sure that you talk through everything and you like reconcile and hug and kiss before you go to bed. That's very important. Yeah, and just kind of be understanding of each other. I mean, when you're sharing a life with someone, you have to compromise. Both people do, and there's definitely been some things that have been really tough for me to compromise on, but just asking myself, like, is it more important for me to have this one specific thing or to have Louie in my life? And obviously I've chosen being with Louie over anything that I had to compromise on. But yeah, I think just learning to compromise, to talk to each other, to listen to each other, and also we both just like hate grudges, and even if we get into a disagreement and just like get annoyed with each other, 5 minutes later we're just like, can we just love each other and hug each other and be friends again? And then we are. So yeah, I think just focus on what's important and why you love that person, and most of the small disagreements you can kind of get past pretty quickly. Are you where you think you're supposed to be right now, like life purpose wise? So I wanted to answer this question because actually last night I had like kind of a breakdown around this kind of stuff, and Louie helped me through it a lot. I think, I've had so many of these like big ideas in my head around my channel and this company that I want to start and just projects I want to do, and I've been really frustrated recently that I haven't been able to do it, especially like the last week I've been in Bulgaria visiting family and traveling around and having meetings, and all the times that I spent like on planes and on buses and not having Wi-Fi, not being able to work, I've just been so frustrated because there's so many things I want to do and I can see the path to getting them done, but I just haven't had the time to do it. And yeah, last night I started crying and I was just like, I'm not doing anything. Like, what have I accomplished with my life? And there's just so many things I want to do that I'm not doing. And yeah, Louie helped me a lot, but I definitely, at the end of that, realized, first of all, that I have accomplished so much, and I am 25, and he was saying, like, when he was my age, he was making no money and, like, living with a ton of friends in one room and eating canned tuna or something, so I'm definitely doing better than that. But yeah, I think just focusing on what I'm proud that I've accomplished so far has really helped, and trying not to compare myself to other people. So that's a big thing, like comparing myself to what Louie's accomplished. He's 10 years older than me, and even if there was someone younger than me that's accomplished so much more, like, we're all on our own journey, and it's okay for you to be in a different place than where someone else is. And also comparing yourself to what you think you should be doing, that's a huge one for me. In my head, I think I envision myself like 6 months from now or a year from now when I've accomplished all these things, and then I look at where I am today and I'm like, oh, why am I not doing all those things? But it's a process to get there, and I do think I can get there. I think it's about like appreciating where you are today and what you've accomplished so far, and giving yourself some love. It's really is about self-love, just giving yourself like a hug and saying it's okay and you will be able to do everything that you want to do. Just, take it at your own pace and live your own life and your own journey, and don't compare it to anyone else. If you could experience one destination again for the first time, which one would it be and why? This is a cool question. I think I would say Italy. Italy is still my favorite country, and so many places that I've been, when I saw them for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much more that I still haven't seen in Italy. But specifically, like, the first time I saw the Colosseum in Rome, I was so taken aback, and also Positano as well was like magic when I first saw it, and it still is, but there is something just super special about the first time that you see somewhere. So it'd be amazing to get to experience Italy for the first time again, and like eat really good Italian food again for the first time. Yeah, I'd say Italy. Okay, and then the most asked question was definitely about kind of where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids? Like all these things. Where do you want to live? Okay, so honestly, I don't have like a super clear vision and answer for you with this one, but in 5 years I'll be 30, and by then I know that I want to have kids in my life. That is like a guarantee, but I know that I'm not ready for it yet, for sure. But hopefully in 5 years, I will be in a place where I'm like starting to think about maybe trying to have kids. Hopefully I'll have a better idea of where I want to live. Maybe I'm living there already, maybe not quite yet, but at least having a better idea. Although something that Louie and I have been talking about a lot, I don't think I want to live in like one place forever. I don't think I could do that. So we've been talking about maybe having a few different bases that we travel around, and maybe we're in the UK in the summer, and then when it gets cold we leave. Maybe we have a place in California. We've been talking about like these are very big possibilities. Hawaii, Costa Rica, California, in the UK, somewhere else in Europe, maybe in Southern Europe, South Africa, and Bali. Those are kind of like our options right now. Maybe 2 or 3 of those as bases that we can travel around. Maybe we share those houses with other friends and we can like swap around. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'm hoping we have an idea of which bases we want and at least start like working on building those bases or getting those bases, and definitely be thinking about starting a family. But that's in 5 years, so definitely not anywhere close to those things yet, but yeah, I think that's a good answer. Okay, I got so many more questions, but I've been able to kind of like package them and save them for other videos, so stay tuned. If your question didn't get answered, it probably will be in an upcoming video. thank you guys so much for sticking around with me. It's been a journey with this channel of figuring out what I want to do and how to do it, and I know that it's been really hard not having a regular upload schedule, but I think we're in like within a month, hopefully, if we have a base. I'm hoping that this channel can finally kind of reach its potential, because I definitely don't think it has yet, and I have so many things I want to share with you guys, so please stay tuned and stick around with me, and I promise that you won't regret it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.